Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to do Fitbit versus Apple Watch, which one I think is better. And of course, this is an opinion video, it's completely subjective, and I will throw out a couple disclaimers since I know this topic could get controversial because we all like to be loyal to our own brands. But I do love Apple products a lot. I have a MacBook Air. Absolutely love that. One of my best purchases I've ever made. I've had an iPhone since the 10th grade. Love my iPhone. I also love my iPad. But I will have to say that I like Fitbit better than Apple Watch. I was really surprised about this. So I first got a Fitbit back in 2017. I had a Fitbit Alta. I had this until 2020, so it was about 3 years, and then the battery did go, and then I got a Fitbit Charge, and then I had that for quite some time, and kind of a freak accident happened where it fell off my wrist and shattered. It was kind of my fault, so I'm not blaming Fitbit. But then most recently this fall I did pick up the Fitbit Luxe, but I was thinking about getting an Apple Watch around the fall time. So I borrowed my younger brother's Apple Watch. I'm not even sure what series this is, but I borrowed it and I used it for a couple days and I decided that I wanted to go back to Fitbit. So in case you don't have the luxury of borrowing someone's in your family before you make the investment, I am going to tell you some reasons why I like Fitbit better. Number one, there are simply more options for Fitbit. Something that really attracted me about the Luxe was how luxurious this does look. I love the gold detailing and I love how it's just a smaller watch. It looks more like jewelry and that's how it was designed to be more minimalist, and I like that because I never want to take off my Fitbit. I want to be able to wear it in Instagram photos. I want to be able to wear it when I'm a little bit more dressed up without it looking so big and clunky and bulky on my wrist. So I love the fact that there are more design options of Fitbit. Also, for Fitbit, you can get something that's really simple, like the Luxe, or I forget what the base model is called now because it's not the Luxe. I think there's one or two under the Luxe that does just, basic fitness tracking, or you could get something that's more like a smartwatch that has Bluetooth Spotify compatibility that you can text on that matches up with smart scales. So there's a whole array of options on your Fitbit, whereas Apple Watch is just one model. Number two, there is better sleep tracking on Fitbit. There are tons of articles about this out there. I was so shocked, first off, that on Apple Watch you have to actually download an app in order for it to track your sleep, and it's so basic, the tracking, compared to Fitbit. Fitbit, it shows you your trending cycles, it shows you how long you're awake, it shows you all of these different things, and it's just a much more comprehensive analysis than what is on the Apple Watch. There's also a much longer battery life on Fitbit. I charge my Fitbit once a week. When I was doing the Apple Watch, I had to pretty much charge it every day, which was really annoying. Number four, I think on Apple Watch you pay for a lot of features you don't use. For example, how often do you see people texting on their Apple Watches out and about? Not too frequently. Mostly you see people like this on their phones. So I think you're paying for a lot of things that you don't use. I'd also say, unless you're a runner outside, I feel like how often do you really use that music feature? We're mostly carrying our phones around with us everywhere. So why are you doubly paying for all these features that you have on your phone at your disposal at all times for something on your wrist? For me, it just is not worth that extra money, especially whenever I consider the battery life and how much more convenient it is to only be able to charge my smartwatch once a week. Finally, I think Fitbit has just a better design for fitness tracking. I like, again, the detail that it gives you. Steps, stairs, calories, distance, heart rate. All of those things are essential to your health and wellness. I don't really like the whole gimmicky ring situation with Apple Watch, how you have to learn what each one means, you have to close the ring. To me, it just feels like a childish video game. I would rather just see my stats and know, okay, I have 7,000 steps. I need to get 3,000 more steps today. I would like to see, oh, look, I just did this run. I ran 2.5 miles, instead of looking at these rings and trying to figure out what they mean. I also like just the more minimalist design of the watch. Whenever you lift it up, you see the time, the steps, and whatever, instead of this whole screen filled with apps. I feel like in today's society, we're so inundated with social media and we're so addicted to our phones that I just don't want my cell phone on my wrist. Like, my cell phone is always in my hand. Why do I need that on my wrist when I'm sleeping? It just feels like kind of an infringement to me. So I like that Fitbit is more of a tracker for health and wellness rather than a smartwatch. So in my opinion, if you're more interested in health and wellness, Fitbit is certainly the way to go. I feel like Apple Watch is kind of gimmicky, kind of designed to just be another part of Apple's, cult-like following and whatnot. But I do really love other Apple products, especially my MacBook. But for me, I was just really disappointed with it, and I just thought that Fitbit was definitely the superior fitness tracking option. Now, with that all being said, please don't come for me in the comments. You are more than welcome to share your opinion. I'm not hating on you if you hate Fitbit, if you prefer Apple Watch. I'm not trying to change your mind. It's mostly for people who maybe have never had a fitness watch before and are deciding for the first time what kind of watch to get. Or, if you do have a Fitbit and you're considering making the switch to Apple Watch, these are the reasons why I am staying with my Fitbit. So I know this video was pretty different than my usual content. I'm usually here making videos about makeup and fashion and the occasional travel vlog. But I really thought that this video would be helpful to people out there. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!